And our marathon of weddings continue as we're heading to a wedding ceremony and reception in Fort Walton Beach, Florida today. Now, here's how this is going to work. Okay, the ceremony is going to be taking place on the beach, and the reception is going to be happening inside a reception area. And normally, I don't do ceremonies out on the beach just because it's real hard to get the equipment out there, and if you have a thunderstorm, it can really cause a lot of havoc. So what I decided to do as a favor to this bride is I've got a big boom box, and we're just going to use that just to play her wedding music for her ceremony. So that's why you're going to see a boom box during the ceremony. But during the reception, we'll be setting everything up. We're going to be doing some uplighting and all kinds of things. So it's been a while since I've been to this particular venue, probably, oh gosh, I want to say at least 6 years, I guess. I think 2005 was the last time I was down here at this particular venue. So anyway, it's going to be a great time, and we're really looking forward to a great party tonight. And let me just tell you one thing about this bride and groom. The bride had called me 2 weeks ago and said that they were originally going to have to cancel their wedding today because her fiance was stationed over in Korea, and they weren't going to let his platoon, I guess is what you call it, come home. And so she thought she was going to have to cancel the wedding. Well, he happened to make arrangements to be able to come home for the wedding today, so she didn't have to lose any of her deposits or anything like that, so we were happy. And when I asked him about it, we were talking about that when we met the other day, he said, well, let me just put it to you this way. He said it took a lot of blood and tears to be able to get me to come home. I said, well, I'm glad that you made it home because, they'd been planning this wedding for a while, and I'm glad it's going to be able to take place. So, as far as I'm concerned, though, if it hadn't taken place, she'd already paid me and everything. So, I told her I'm already paid for it, so what we would have done is we would have just switched it to another day. So, it wouldn't have been a big deal as far as that's concerned. But anyway, I'm glad that she's going to have her wedding. So anyway, we'll be in Fort Walton Beach here in a little bit. We'll talk to you when we get set up. Okay, here and set up, and I want to show you where I'm set up. Now, we've got kind of an awkward setup this evening because we're up on a little platform area. But right there's my speakers with the Scream King set up. There's the DJ table with the pro booth there. And then right out here is where people are going to be sitting. So this is going to be the dance floor right here. The bride and groom's head table's right there. So, I'm going to head down to the beach now and get ready to do the ceremony. Okay, ceremony's just wrapping up. And here's my ceremony sound system. And here we are on the beautiful beaches of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Way back over there, sun's setting. Okay, that's it. It's over. On my way back to Pensacola right now. Just a couple notes about the gig tonight. It went great. You saw everybody out there dancing, having a good time. Now, one thing I do want to mention was at the very beginning during the ceremony, or actually right before the ceremony began, the bride and groom gave me a CD which had all their ceremony music that they wanted. They had some specialty songs they wanted played for the ceremony. And, you know, we were going to be using my boombox. They went ahead and gave me the CD when I got there. Well, we got the boombox set up on the beach and put the CD in, and all of a sudden my CD player was not reading that CD. So the bride was about to panic and the groom was about to panic, but thank goodness they had made a backup CD, and we put that in and it worked. And so they were able to go ahead and have their ceremony without any problems at all. But I told the bride, you know, not to worry about things like that because, you know, I had another CD with just some basic wedding songs, like Here Comes the Bride and Canon D and something like that. So if worse came to worse and they didn't have a backup CD, they may not have been able to walk down the aisle to the songs that they had chosen, but they would have still had a ceremony. I mean, I always, you know, try to, you know, have some kind of backup. Now, maybe you're asking, okay, why don't you just take your sound system out on the beach? Well, if you've ever been on the beach anywhere, you probably know how difficult it is to walk in sand. Can you imagine carrying 65-pound speakers trying to do that, and maybe a 50, 60-pound amp, and, you know, trying to do all that? It's pretty complicated, and you know, besides that, you're going to have sand getting all in your equipment. It's just something that we don't do, and you know, and we just don't do that. I actually just did this for a favor for this particular bride, and so I told her I would just take the boombox out there since her wedding was going to be pretty small, you know, which it did fine. I mean, everything went really well as far as that goes. But anyway, reception went real well. The bride and groom came and thanked me at the end, and it was great. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. That's where we're going to leave this. We've got lots more gig logs to come. Our marathon the gig logs will continue next week in Pensacola. So until next time, practice and enjoy.